And how's everybody doing tonight? See, we got Arnie here. He just got I think, a little scam call.
Yeah.
So, oh, there's me, one of my notifications. And there he's got live, so he's got to get that muted.
I moved my phones. They're sitting here on the chair.
I actually had to go over and make sure mine was muted, which it wasn't, but it is now.
Leila, what are you doing?
Anything and everything I want.
She's getting into something.
Trouble, probably. Which would be normal, I guess, what, normal for her?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, well, up like this, I do have one update and everything, which I know I hadn't videoed. But I got sitting back over here. I got another 12 volt, 100 amp lithium phosphate battery, and I've actually got the battery charger going on it to get it charged up.
What are you gonna do? Go with 24 volt or still 12 volt?
I don't know. I mean, if I go 24 volt, I mean, I could go 24 volt. Um, it double my voltage. The only drawback is the amperage would stay the same.
Yeah.
But if I go 12 volt, then my voltage stays the same, but my amperage will double.
Yeah, you double the amperage.
Right. So it'd be what, 2,560 amps, what I would have power for. So a lot longer runtime.
Yeah.
So plus I did get that. Hey, there's Randy. How you doing?
Stupid speaker.
Oh.
I'm Randy.
But I did get that Bose RV MPPT charge controller hooked up. Hey, there's Renegade.
Hey, Renegade.
So I got that done today, and I was actually out there, and I've been getting some of the wiring run for the new lights.
Yeah, I did the same with 4 batteries. I hooked them all in parallel, all 12, but quadrupled the amperage.
Yep. Now, what I could do is I could get, I may wind up getting, say, 2 more of them. Because this one actually got delivered today.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember how much it was. Okay, $169. But they've got a $30 coupon for them. So let me go over here. So there's that. So I mean, it's like I said, $169. But you take that $30 off, that makes it $139 then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, I know it's one of these, off-brand ones, but that's what everybody. There's a whole bunch of them out there.
I noticed that when I was searching for batteries for my scooter.
Oh, that's not good, Renegade.
Hi, Crystal.
Just leave the onions out of it then. But no, what I'm thinking is, later, eventually, I am going to do major upgrades to all this, okay? So, I mean, right now, what all I'm doing is just trying to get uh, power in there for lighting,
Yeah.
and that's the main objective right now. Yes, Layla, we see you. Meow, meow. But like I said, that's the main thing right now. Just having the power out there in the garage for lighting, and maybe a couple of things. Um, but the objective, is uh, go to a much bigger um inverter and everything. Um, which one thing I was looking at, um, trying to remember. Oh yeah, no, she better not be either. Um, I'm actually looking for. I don't know if I'll go with a 24 or a 48 volt split phase
Yeah.
inverter. Um, but we'll be. I'm probably going to go with a 24 volt. Um, let me. I'm looking on Amazon right now. That way I can see about finding one. All right, here's one that I'm probably going to wind up getting. Over here, present, share screen. And this is a brand I've heard of, but that right there. That's a 5,000 watt peak. But it's saying 15,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's going to be the one I'll get, but they'll take it from 24 volt and it'll. I said not right now. Clean the wax out of your ear. But eventually, like I say, eventually, which will be next year sometime, something like this is what I'll be looking at getting.
Yeah.
What that's going to do, it's going to give me the more power and everything. Plus, since it'll do 120 and 240, that's going to allow me to be able to operate that big air compressor I've got. So that's the goal I'm looking at down the road.
Yeah. The only problem with the air compressor, it first draws a lot of amperage to get it going, then
Right.
tapers off.
Well, I mean, it's 30 amps. It's a 30 amp compressor. I mean, yeah, it's a 220 two stage. It's that big one and everything. Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Hey, Robin.
But I mean, $735. That's not a bad price.
No.
But like I said, that might not be what I'll get. Okay. That was just showing it as an example. I mean, there's more of them out there. I don't know if I really want to go 48 volts, considering the fact that if I do snap, I could. I think those things are a lot more expensive. Trying to find one.
And I think for 48 volt, there's even like whole house inverters
Right. Um, yeah, there are those. Now I've never heard of this brand, but it's like no, and it's only 3,000 watts, so no. Um, that's only 3,000, 3,000. No, but I definitely would have to go to something bigger. Um, see that this one right here I'm looking at is 6,000 watt, but it's 48 volt. But I'm going, it's still not bad. I mean, it's by that same brand, 985. Um, right here's one, but it's only a 4,000 watt. Yeah, but here's the thing, Renegade. If I wound up doing that, the easiest way of doing it is call an electric company to come out and put a light pole and everything in, and it's a separate electric bill every single month. Okay? Doesn't matter how much I'm using. I'm still going to have an electric bill just for that garage. I cannot run power off of the house here. That's the whole thing. The two options I've got is do the solar or get. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Doing the solar and everything, I don't have to worry about a light bill ever. Yeah, it's going to have money up front and everything, but I don't have to worry about a year from now have to keep constantly paying for an electric bill, whether
Yeah.
I'm out there in the garage using anything or not. Because eventually the solar is going to be paying for itself. But I mean, I have to pay the electric company to come in and all right. One thing, Robert, the breaker box that's here in the house. There's Steven.
Hi, Stephen.
All
Hello.
right. Now, the breaker box I've got in the house, it's Federal Pacific. Okay. That company's been out of business for what, 25 years? Okay. Now, they are, someone did get the contract to start making the breakers again. They don't make the breaker boxes themselves. You can't buy a Federal Pacific breaker box. Okay. You can only get the breakers. I found that one, and let me go back over here and I'll bring it back up and everything. The batteries are supposed to be good for what, 5 to 10 years? Let's see. Let's see. Trying to find one here. No, they're supposed to be a lot more than that, a lot longer. Okay. Present, share screen. Gee, man. Rant fuss, rant fuss. Hey. And someone can't wait 5 seconds for me. Wow. Yes, dinner is ready. I had to actually go halfway to get it. All right. There you go. Just run 100 amps out there. I have to buy that. $274. And that is just for one breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, $274 just for no, concern fact, Renegade, I'm not getting a lead acid battery. I am running lithium phosphate iron. It's going to make the electric bill go up more if I do something like that. Okay? Like I said, that's $274 right there just for that breaker. It's $1,000 for the wire. And then I'm going to have the conduit and everything to run out there. I'm going to have to dig the and everything. They'll run the wire and put a separate breaker box out in the other garage. That's going to be too much of a hemorrhoid for that. So, yes, I mean, trust me, I've looked in on this several years ago as far as what my options were. Right now, running the solar is the cheapest and easiest way of doing it. And I even talked to a guy, I remember years ago. Oh, I talked to, this was a guy over Home Depot and everything. And he is a certified electrician, retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Told him what I wanted to do. At that time, I was looking at about $1,500 to $2,000 to get everything. At that time, it's probably going to be a lot more than that right now. Probably about $2,000 to $2,500. Like I said, now unless I want to have an electric company come out, have them put a pole in, then I have to have a meter box, run that, get that hooked up, have an inspector come out and inspect everything. Now, being as a homeowner, I can do the work myself, but I have to have a hire electrician to come out and do an inspection on it. And then I have no idea how much that would be. And then also have an electric company come out and do an inspection on it to make sure everything is up to code on it before they would even hook up power to it. And I've even talked to the electric company about that, and they were trying to figure out exactly where they would even be able to have the pole and everything out. Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Yeah, I know. Since I'm not actually on it, I would actually have to have my, apply for the credit and everything to get electric pole and get electric and everything put in for that garage, my own name. I've been looking in on this several years. I know, when I say I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about because it's been 20 years since I've been wanting to see about getting this done. And like I said, right now, you know, I don't even have. I got what, maybe $700 in everything so far. That's not even cost of the wire right now. Yeah, there's no power over there, Robert. The whole thing, um, years ago. Hang on, I will. Just hold your horses. Um, the way this lot or the house and everything is set up, it was set up in 5 equal lots. So, corner down this direction is a house. Next to that's a house. Then this house, and then the backyard. So whoever bought this years ago, they actually bought lots 3 and 4. Lot 5 had a house on it. People live there. They want to, being elderly and everything. They want to pass it away. Their kids inherited it, and um, they rented it out. People renting the house, burnt the house down. So the way everything was set up, Robert, is you had the house having power, and then they ran power from the house out to that garage. When the house went away, so did the power. So the garage has not had power out there for over 20 years. I know, Renegade, but you're not here, and it's not your property. I appreciate the input, but like I said, trust me, I looked into it. That's it. I know what I need to do. But anyways, like Crystal was saying, as far as what happened today, I had to take off 4 hours from work just to go to court.
Oh,
Yeah. The city is complaining about my mom's car. Yeah. They're saying it's a junk vehicle.
ah,
Yeah. All because, oh, that's only because um, we're not driving it. It's not tagged, inspected, insured. It's just sitting there. They're saying it's a non-operational vehicle that I need to get it moved, or they will tag it and tow it off as a junk vehicle. So I literally had to go to court today and find out what the hell was going on about it. Susan, only if I'm driving it. I only need to have it insured and registered and tagged and everything if I'm driving it on the street. We're not driving it. The car's just sitting there.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. If I'm driving it, yes, I would have to be doing all that. I'm not driving it. Neither is Crystal. There's no insurance on it. No need to drive it. No need to get it registered.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
um,
Yeah. So here's the thing. When they mention it, I brought it up to them. Says, what's the city ordinance that says I have to? I know I asked them. Has anybody inspected to see if it is operational or not? Well, it's not registered. That don't mean anything. Just because it's not registered doesn't mean it's not operational.
yeah, you could go out, put the key in, and fire it up, and
Yeah. Well, right now the only issue I've got with it is the battery went bad. I
well,
mean,
of course, I
I mean,
found that happens.
right. So, I mean, I went Walmart and it was like $150 for another battery. Um, yeah, it's none of their business, but that's just the way the city is, Mark.
Some cities can be particularly anal about things.
Yeah, and this city seems to be wanting to be the same way. So, since they're wanting to be like that, and the lady said, well, I told her flat out, I says, no, it's operational. And I'm starting to argue with her too. So she says, well, I just need a photo or video of it, be able to move under its own power. I'm going, okay, yeah, that'll give me some content for the channel. I'm actually going to videotape me getting that thing up and going, and I'm going to post it on YouTube.
Yeah. And give them the YouTube link.
Yeah, I'll show them the YouTube and everything. Actually, I'll tell them, here, go to my channel and you can watch the video showing how it starts up and runs under its own power and moves under its own power. So you want video proof? There you go. Let's see how many views and likes and everything I can get off of it. That's what I plan on doing. I'll make her get her laptop out and watch it. But yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. I hadn't had dinner yet. Been busy. And by the way, I originally was going to take off at lunch at 11 o'clock, get some lunch, be at court by 12. I'm going, Arnie.
What was that?
Yeah.
I was trying to get my shoe off.
Steven, we know what it was. Why are you asking?
Because I always ask.
Yeah, well, we definitely
We
know
know
what
it.
it was.
I had part way off, but the thumb Velcro caught the sock.
It made you strain too much. For instance,
It's not me.
yeah.
Anyone we know? Anyone we know on there at the other end, Arnie?
No.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a secret admirer calling him. But yeah, that's what I'll wind up doing. I don't know if it'll be 1 or 2 videos or how I'll do it. But I know that I need to put the battery in it. And then I know it probably needs some gas because that car has been sitting for a couple of years. So I think last time I checked, because I actually had the jumper cables hooked up to it before, and it was turning over but wouldn't want to start. I think that's because there's like no gas in it still. Oh, you should be able to, Susan. I have no problem eating spaghetti, and I don't have any top or bottom.
I reckon ain't got no gas in it. Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility. So I'll go over and get about 5 gallons of gas and get that put in there, and get the battery. Now, the battery is a I bet you're still in pain, aren't you, Susan? But in order to get the battery in, I'm not going to go through the same troubles I had pulling it out. I got to pull the left front tire off.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2004 Chrysler Sebring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that one's always delayed.
Thumb phone.
Well, that's good, Susan. I got mosquitoes.
Yeah, Chrysler around that time liked to put the batteries in inconvenient locations on their cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a 02 Intrepid briefly, and and it was down there, and I think in front of the passenger front tire.
Yep.
I think I didn't have that car long. Come to find out that the head gasket was blown, and
Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Mopars. Mopar or no car. Hey, I got a Dodge Caliber I'm very happy with. But yeah, I mean that's the only thing is I just gotta I'll put the battery in there. You know, of course, get the, car jacked up and everything. Get the tire pulled off and um, get that all hooked back up. Get the tire back on. Get it back on the ground. And then, like I said, I just gotta put some gas in it. I think it's got. I'm not sure if it's got the drain plug that's got a little bit of a leak to it, but I know. Hey, there's Bill Beckett. How you doing?
hey, Bill.
I know.
But I got to put some more oil in it. And I'll check that, and it's like, okay, get it cranked up and move it. I think I got one tire on there that probably have to jack the car up and get the bead and everything to seat back on the rim.
I've had 4 different Chrysler products. I had my 88 Dodge Dakota, 02 Intrepid, 06 Grand Caravan, and my 2010 Town and Country.
Let's see. I've got my 09 Dodge Caliber. I've still got the 97 Dodge half-ton truck. For a while there, before I lost my job, I did have a 17 Ram quad cab. Let's see. I've had a 93 Plymouth Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
I had a 95. The only reason I had that is because I was on my way home from the grocery store one day, and mind you, in the 93, some old guy decided to pull out in front of me when I'm doing 45, and it made me come to a quick stop. Yeah, and shorten the driver's side about a foot.
Oh,
Yeah. So then I'm getting that the other Caravan, and then trying to think what else. I had 92 Dakota pickup. I had an 87 Dakota pickup. Let's see, a 74 Dodge 3/4 ton truck. My parents have bought a 76 Dodge Maxi van. Trying to think of what else. That's all I can remember right now. Let's see. First race car was a 66 Chrysler New Yorker 4-door. Second race car was a 70 Charger. And I was going to get started on building a 72 Dodge Demon. But those plans fell through.
What engines were in your Dakotas?
The 87 had a 2.2 and the 92 had a 2.5.
Oh, little 4 cylinders?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they got damn good fuel mileage. Okay. Yeah, that's Arnie doing all that.
I want to update now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a 3.9 carbureted V6.
My parents had one of those.
That gun thing was cold blooded. It did
Was
not
it?
like it did not like the cold. Once it warmed up, it was okay, but
Oh yeah, I forgot I had my '93 Dodge 1-ton dually club cab with that 5.9 Cummins turbo diesel.
mm,
Talk about a pulling monster. But I know that little '92 Dakota I had, that 2.5 in it. My first wife and I, we decided to make a trip to Memphis, Tennessee, and this is when I lived up, up in the Colony, which is a little bit north of Dallas. That thing had, I think, a 12 or 14 gallon tank. But anyways, and my standard bed or standard cab and everything. Of course, yeah, it was a 5-speed standard, and I had that thing totally filled up the night before we left. We got about halfway between Little Rock and Memphis. And mind you, I'm cruising 75, 80 on the highway, running the air conditioner. I pulled in to get gas between Little Rock and Memphis. I was down to a quarter of a tank. And we were 3/4 of the way to Memphis at the time. So I go 3/4 of the way and use up only 3/4 of a tank of gas, which would be, what, maybe 8 gallons? That's not bad.
No.
and how many miles did you go?
Hang on.
Because I am not familiar with distances down there.
And I don't know why my phone is not wanting to charge. I had it on the charger, and I put it on, it said 29%. I just unhooked and everything, and it's showing 25%. I don't know why. They want to charge.
Did the little charging icon come up over the battery?
Yeah,
Huh.
and it was showing it was charging too.
When was the last time you restarted it?
A couple days ago. Hey, there's Salty Badger.
Mm.
How you doing?
It could be a bad cable because I had that issue with my phone. I had it plugged in, so it was charging. It wasn't. I went with a different cable and it charged right up.
Okay. If Crystal and I were to leave here and head to West Memphis, Arkansas, which is where we were staying, which is right there on the border, it's 472 miles. Okay. So basically 7 hours, 11 minutes. So, okay, so 472 miles. About 350 miles.
Okay. 8
So
gallons.
so we're going to divide that by 8. Yeah, it's showing I was getting about 44.25 miles to the gallon. So that's not bad. I would say that's damn good fuel mileage.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is that's the truck I traded in to get that '93 1-ton, because I needed something a little bit bigger to be able to pull the race car. Because that's when I was starting to get back into drag racing.
Needless to say, you weren't going to see that mileage with that.
Oh no! I was lucky to get about 22 out of that 1-ton with the diesel.
Yeah, again, these Chrysler vans don't get the best of mileage. If I really hyper mile it and whatnot, I can barely eke out 20. Otherwise, I'm roughly 16 to 18 miles a gallon.
Yeah, what type is your van? Is it a town and country?
Yeah, 2010 town and 2010 town and country with a 3.8 V6.
My mom's is 2014 and got between about 22 to 24 miles per gallon.
Basic 87 octane.
Now, I will admit that on the bike, yeah, I'm getting about 45 miles to the gallon, which I'm going, yeah.
Then, do you remember what engine is in that one? In yours, Arnie? Is it like the 4.0 V6?
It might be. I would have to look it up.
Because I think my model year was one of the very last ones for their old 3.3 and the 3.8 line of engines that they ran in the vans for some time, for a little while.
Well, I know that 93 that I had, I was actually running the 3.0 of the Mitsubishi V6. And that thing was getting some damn good.
Yeah, I do remember hearing that they ran Mitsubishi V6s in the early ones.
Right. You
Right?
had the 3.0 Mitsubishi, and then you had the 3. Yeah, if it was a 3.3, it was an actual Chrysler engine.
Yep.
Yeah, you had 3.3 and 3.6. Those were actually by Chrysler. But if you had the 3.0, it was Mitsubishi.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know that one day I wanted to go to the Texas Renaissance Festival. I drove the car down there and everything, and drove it down and drove it back. I think driving back, I actually had to stop and get more gas.
Yeah, Arnie?
Yeah, the engine in my mom's car's a 3.6 liter, 6-cylinder V6 engine.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the Chrysler engine.
Yeah. It's 3.6 and 4.0 V6s, which replaced which I do believe replaced the 3.3s and the 3.8s.
Oh, here it is.
Right. Yep.
That's the engine in it.
Yep.
Ah,
Newsletter.
But yeah, I mean, the only problem that I've had with my little Caliber, I've got the 2.0 4-cylinder, is the intake manifold. It's been that intake manifold runner, and I had that changed out. But then the second time that same code and everything came up, it wasn't the runner. I had a bad gasket for it. The gasket had actually gone bad. And the gasket came with it because I wanted buying the intake and everything off of eBay.
Oh.
That was fine for almost a year. And so came back up. Okay, fine. So I wound up buying, trying to figure it all out. I pulled the intake manifold off. Oh, that's when I found out about that gasket and everything. Luckily, I still had the old one. I popped the, actually, no, I actually put on the aftermarket. It was the intake manifold gasket I actually bought from O'Reilly's. I'd put on there because I had a problem. When that one had actually given out, I put the stock one back on. Not a problem. Yeah, that little V6 is probably a good engine. Actually, it wasn't a 3.6. Probably been a should have been a 3.9. Now, you know what the 3.9 V6 in the Dakota is based off of?
No.
A 318 with 2 less cylinders.
I know the engine in my mom's, but it definitely has power behind it when you step on the gas.
Yeah, see, that one's designed as a front-wheel drive engine only. Okay.
Mhm.
The V6 you find in the Dakota, that's basically they took the V8 and they removed 2 cylinders from it.
Yep.
So, of course, now the intake won't fit. None of that stuff. But connecting rods, pistons, all that's the same. Your water pump, all the accessories and everything in the front is all the same. Transmission's the same. The only difference is, the heads, the block, and the intake. And I think I don't even know if the distributor might be the same. Now, distributor's going to be different, but you can actually modify that to actually work between the two.
Yeah, my Dakota was the basic bare bones one. Regular cab, long box, bench seat, no tilt wheel, no cruise control.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, the old school windows.
Mm.
That's what I was thinking, Mark. Not a problem. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Also, it should have been a 3.9 because that's what they had in the Dakotas.
I remember that it didn't have a headliner in. It was just straight up the metal roof thing going over bumps that sounded like a tin can.
Right.
It was kind of a little crash bangy sounding thing going over the bumps.
Yeah.
I get done after a couple hours on the highway, and my right leg would be like, no cruise control, so I had to. But you know what? Out of all my vehicles, that's the one I miss. So, yet again, it was my first one.
Yeah, these are the 2 vehicles that I currently have. And the green van's been sitting there for quite a long time, and Never got any complaints about it yet.
Well, the city ain't complained about it yet.
No.
Give them time. They probably will, like here.
And then my mom's car, it's got to be re-registered. It was due in February.
So that's the one thing they were, telling me. Well, if the car and everything was registered and everything, it wouldn't be considered a junk vehicle. Because that means it would be showing it moves under its own power. No, that don't mean squat. And I actually asked that lady today, I said, has anybody ever come out to inspect it to find out what's wrong with it? No. How do you know it's not, how do you know it's an inoperable vehicle? So, it's like, he's never come to get the key and everything to check it out. Well, it's only because it doesn't have that don't mean squat. Like I said, I'll get some good title and everything for it. For that video of me getting my mom's car up and going again.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to park it on the side of the house where I've got my car at.
Yeah, one thing with the green van, I don't have to worry about transferring that over because my dad had put that in my name for whatever reason. Oh, this stupid Mike.
Yeah, I'm fun with that one, Arnie.
It's either the camera or a speaker being too close.
Oh, yeah, before I forget, that's in Cowboys. They got their butts spanked big time. Susan, if you break the spaghetti before you cook it, you don't have to worry about using scissors on it. Because you can literally get it out of the box and do like this. Go crack, 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 and then plop it in the water, start cooking it.
Yeah, I just take the box, put it on the edge of the counter, and...
Yeah, you can do that too.
Next thing is the box breaks open and get a few flying noodles. That happened with plastic once. I did that, and the end opened up, and bam, mess on the floor.
Yep. See, that's what you got us for. To give you some pointers of cooking spaghetti. You break it before you cook it. Yeah, but like I said, like Crystal says, you can buy it, half size. You can already buy it where it's already a lot shorter.
Yeah, most of the mine, I'll take mine and I'll just bend the box right in half. Now I only use half of the noodles.
Susan, one thing I was going to say is, have you ever what I call Mexican spaghetti? It's something good. And believe it or not, don't knock it. I mean, yeah, I know it kind of sounds weird, but basically you take spaghetti, get it all cooked the way you want it, put it on the plate, pour chili on top. Whatever kind of chili you like and everything, you pour the chili on top, and then put sliced cheese on top of that.
Yeah, I wonder why it went the same.
It's just another form of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
because macaroni is spaghetti. It's still pasta. Mark, I didn't see the highlights till afterwards, but I was watching the game. All right, fine. We'll put shredded cheese on yours. I like my sliced cheese.
Ah, I found it.
All I can say is the dryer just um, gave the response for Crystal giving the wrong answer. Hey, cool gamer, how you doing?
Hey, cool gamer.
Whoa.
Oh, I did a Steven before.
How did you
Huh?
get me out?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I said KWTH AM 1310, you're live on the air.
Mm,
Click, they hung up.
I've never tried cheese on a steak. I mean, to me, kind of like what Crystal, agrees with. We go to that steakhouse again. We ain't putting no steak sauce on it at all. We're just gonna eat it the way it comes, served on the plate.
You never had a cheesesteak sandwich?
That's not steak. That's sliced beef. That's like going to Arby's and getting something. Yeah, I know where it's at. All right, Susan, I've never tried it, but I guess I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, in fact, when I went shopping, I got some steak that was sliced real thin. Made a cheesesteak sandwich out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, for me, you think cheese on a steak, okay? I'm thinking, a steak about yay thick. Okay, we're talking, 6 or 8 ounces.
Yeah,
Ribeye, sirloin, stuff like that. But what you're talking about there, that's very thin slice.
Like this.
It's what I consider to be on maybe a thick sandwich meat.
yeah, it was about eighth inch thick.
Yep.
Cut for sandwiches.
Thanks for the warning.
Ray.
Mark, I'm like this. If you were ever get down this way, I would have to take you over there to Rustin Cattle Steakhouse. Because, I mean, if you haven't seen that video I did when I took Money Maniac there, oh my God. And here's a guy that knows how to cook, and he was speechless by the food, by the quality of it.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah. Well, Susan, why was he being mean to it? I know the Texans beat up on Cowboys, but they deserved it.
The nose grinder.
Hmm.
Gold. Mario Kart. There.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that's your opinion on it, and I'm not going to comment on that one, Susan.
Thank you, Crystal.
Who was?
Susan's ex. I mean, if he wanted to be a little burro, that's fine. Oh, did y'all hear about the this mass attack and everything? That was over in China.
No, I didn't.
8 people were killed by a guy driving a car.
Oh,
It's the one here in town, Mark. It's a Rustin Cattle steakhouse. I think it's. Yeah. Like I said, I wound up doing the video on it. Let me.
All right. It's about that time that I get going.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go get ready for dinner, or actually for a bed. Yeah.
Yep. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Everyone, have a good night.
All right, appreciate you coming in. Take it. Oh, excuse me. Take it easy.
Bye, Steve.
Yeah. Bye, Arnie, and you take it easy too, Mater.
Yeah.
Hey, DC, how you doing? All right. Since Mark has not seen it,
That's
I
good, Susan.
I don't have a problem. So we're going to do this. Take the sound off.
Hi guys, we're out here. Something I've been talking about has been the Rustin Cattle Company Steakhouse. We're bringing Money Maniacs. We'll show you what it's like inside. Let's walk on in. I've already called them. They said no problem. Videotaping. Sorry about the noise. We are on by the highway. Literally. Yeah, literally highway. Yeah. All right, so stay tuned. We're right back. Hi guys, we're inside the Rustin Cattle Steakhouse. It's pretty nice in here if you want to watch a little bit of bull riding. They got it pretty nice in here. A little bar and everything. So stay tuned.
Doing.
It should be recording. Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm Krista. I'm a server at Rustin Cattle.
So how long you been working here?
About 4 years. It'll be 4 years in February.
Nice.
Yes.
And so what is today's special? Since I know y'all change that up from time to time.
So we don't have any current specials tonight,
Okay.
but we have some awesome. We just brought out a new menu a couple weeks ago, so we added some fun new stuff to that. So there that y'all can browse and look at and stuff. So we got all that going for y'all tonight.
All right, good. We'll be taking a look at it.
All right, sounds great. You're welcome.
All right, guys. This is known as the burnt end. It's so far it's pretty good. I get a chance to videotape it before when it first came out.
Sorry.
Yeah, blame Crystal and myself. But it's on a medical coleslaw. It's pretty good. We got another appetizer coming out, so we'll be right back when that shows up. Alright guys, this right here is the other appetizer. As you can tell, the burnt end, that didn't last long at all. So this is, what Crystal's already started on it.
Yeah.
This is the
Stuffed, the chicken stuffed avocado.
Yeah. So far it's pretty good. And what is your thought on it?
I want to make this at home.
Okay.
You better get the recipe.
Nice. Alright, so stay tuned. We'll show you what we ordered for the main course. Alright, guys, I'm back.
My steak looks delicious. Look at that butter. Look at the green beans.
You want to tell them, Buddy, what you want to order?
I have a 16-ounce Wagyu ribeye, guys, with roasted green beans. What I got on my plate.
Okay.
I have chicken breast, cowboy butter, cheddar, jalapeno cheddar creamed corn, and umami Brussels sprouts. So they're a sweet, savory Brussels sprout, roasted Brussels sprout with Parmesan cheese on it. I tried one. Oh, yum.
And of course, yeah, for me, I had to get the 16-ounce Wagyu ribeye. I got the cowboy butter, and I got a loaded steak. So, yeah, this
Okay,
is
Money took a bite and is falling out of his chair.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you know right now. Get down here to RCC, the best steakhouse I've ever tried, and I used to be a chef. Get here now. This is crazy. Oh, I'm tearing up. This is crazy. They were so good. I'm tearing up. Oh my gosh, they were not lying. I am sitting here sipping my dessert. I'm telling you what, but I am too full to have dessert. This place is off the hook. I'm actually having a what do they call this? A blueberry lemon drop. Yeah, blueberry lemon drop daiquiri. And I can't say enough good things about this place. I mean, from the seasonings, even the butter. Even the butter, guys, the butter, the things you don't think about, the butter, to everything. I mean, it was the most personal, best experience. I can't thank Nader enough for this. Thank you, guys. You all are awesome.
I gotta try that Brussels sprouts with Parmesan cheese.
Yep. I like I said, and that was coming from someone that, he used to work in, restaurants. Hey, Randy, you have a good evening.
Bye, Randy.
But one thing I was going to say before Mark was had asked about it was that I watched a video on YouTube for the NFL channel, and they were saying, the breakdown between the Texans and the Cowboys. And, they always do this, several days before the game. And they were talking about the pros and cons of both teams.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, they always have their 10 analysts and everything pick who's going to win. All 10 of them had picked Texans to win. Today, I wound up seeing one, but it's for the Titans coming up against Texans. 8 out of the 10 are picking the Texans to beat, to win. Only 2 of them are going to make a mistake picking the Titans. So that's one thing I was going to say before Mark was asking me about the Ruston Cattle Company Steakhouse. And Mark, like I said, do Google search of it and everything. And like I said, it's a Ruston Cattle Company, and there's only one of them. But I will put it like this: that definitely was not a cheap night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was not cheap that night. But, like I say, to me, there are times like, okay, I've got the extra money and everything. I'm not hurt, financially. I can afford it. Go splurge a little bit. I mean, matter of fact, that was like a couple of days where I think right before money was to fly out, head back to Arizona. Like, why not? I'll treat him out to a good, nice, good dinner.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, he loved it. I mean, he was totally in shock over how that thing was. The only thing he was pissed about was he didn't get it with the cowboy butter. He wished he'd gotten a steak with it. Like I said, we didn't put any steak sauce on it at all.
Yeah, we had a place here called Longhorn Steakhouse.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah,
But it wasn't cheap either.
no.
How expensive was it?
It was four of us, me, my brother, mom, and dad. Almost close to 100.
I wish it was that cheap for what we got that night.
Or a little over 100, something that I don't remember for sure.
Let's just say that that night that Money and Chris and I went up going, just a little under $300.
Wow.
Like I said, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Well, Susan's probably been there since you used it last. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, that's hey, if you think that's expensive, there's one up in Dallas. It's Ruth Chris Steakhouse. The place I used to work at, the spray painting place. Stephen, his father, mother, and someone else wound up going up there for dinner. So 4 people, almost $1,000 for 4 people to eat dinner. Yeah, and that's definitely not a cheap place.
Yeah.
But up like this, last time I went going to Ruston, it's been a while, and let's just say that they used to have the tomahawk steak. I think that was $135 for it.
Wow.
Yeah, just for the steak, it was $135.
I don't know if you guys hear it. It's my computer fan going. It speeds up, cool it down, and then shuts down a bit.
Yeah.
There it goes. Tapering down. Hi, Crystal.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I understand those are good, but they're not cheap either, Mark. See, that's the whole thing. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, they got those all over. I mean, it's a big restaurant chain. Of course, not as big as, all the fast food places, but as far as an actual restaurant chain, yeah, they're all over. Kind of like Papa Do's. You got them and damn near all the major cities. Where'd everybody go? Show's only got 3 people watching now. Okay, I know it's not time for Thursday night football because this is Wednesday night. What do? Drive everybody off because of talking about food?
And I'm not in the chat.
I'm not. Yeah, we are. We're definitely known for a steakhouse because that's, well, not only steakhouses, Susan, but barbecue. That is the one thing you'll find almost all over is a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, we got Texas Roadhouse here.
Yep. Oh, we got Texas Roadhouse over in Waxahachie. Now, to me, as far as when it comes, hey, there's Teach. How you doing? Kenesha.
I teach.
Yep. Appreciate you coming in. But, yeah, like I said, we got barbecue places all over Texas. And to me, I found one. It's Soul Man's Barbecue. They're not stingy with their meat. And believe me, they're not. So you've been over to most of them. Okay, if you've been to Dallas, I'm surprised you haven't been over there to Cowtown, Fort Worth. Well, hey, Mark, next time you come to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you're going to have to let me know. That way we can do a meetup. Because I'm only 28 miles south of Dallas. And, I mean, I can get to Dallas. I can get Dallas or Fort Worth, about the same. But I hate driving in the Dallas area. That traffic is bad.
Layla.
Now what is she tearing up?
She knocked over a plate.
Oh, how can she knock over a plate? Usually it's sitting flat.
I just said here on the side, and she had to check it out, see if there was anything there for her.
Was there?
No.
Well, she had to make sure.
And she wouldn't have liked it anyways. It was tater tots.
You never know. She might have liked them.
Okay.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, I guess the fire pit and everything must have got out of hand.
Are you too lazy to jump?
I don't know. From what I understand, Alabama ain't got good barbecue. If you want good barbecue, you got to come to Texas. Man. Layla, you need to stay out of trouble. Meow. Layla. Meow meow. Oh. That was probably I bet it was kind of suspicious, Susan. Ah. Well, that would explain it, Mark. Was that your first time going to a rodeo? I don't think they have them out. Well, they might have them out in Florida. We got them all over. As a matter of fact, the church and everything that Crystal and I go to, they actually have a rodeo arena right behind the church. Not a problem, Mark. Like I said, you come out this way, all you got to do is let me know, and I'll get it put in the schedule, see about getting the meetup. Yep. Yes, Layla, we see you. Wanting to hog the camera.
What are you doing?
And she's wanting to move the camera.
She moved the entire screen.
Yep.
Sassy.
Well, I'm hoping that tomorrow I get a chance, once I get off work, uh, get home and everything, I'll have more energy to get out there in the other garage and start doing some more work on it as far as getting those LED lights put up. I got 2 of them already. I've got only got 14 more to go in that one area. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to definitely see about getting more ordered in. Like I said, that's not a problem, Mark. Main thing is as long as you're here. But like I said, I'll be see about getting more of those lights ordered because I've got 7 rafters and everything in there. That's exactly what I'll be hanging the lights off of. And I got a feeling 32 of them is not going to be enough.
You'll have that garage lit up like a Christmas tree.
Almost. But hey, I'll be running it all off of, these are all going to be 12-volt lights.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be drawing a lot of power off that battery. So I won't have to be worrying about having the inverter going. It's just going to be off the battery.
Yeah.
And I do know I did look up, and of course I got that paper for it. Which is right here, the user guide for it. Let's see. Over 50, what really got me was input voltage is 12 to 85 volts. I'm going, those things can run off of 85 volts?
Yeah, it's because there's a voltage regulator in them.
Could be. But, I mean, each one pulls 8 watts.
Yeah.
So that's not a lot. But here's the only thing is they're only 1,500 lumens. No, they don't do the radio right after church. They do that during the week and certain weekends. So it's not something they have all the time. But I mean, there's a cowboy church here in town on the south side, and then there's an actual rodeo. It's actually in town, right off the 45, right there off the highway. So actually here in town, yeah, there's like 2 places you want to go see a rodeo at. And then, of course, you really want to go to the big one, you got go somewhere over in Cowtown, over there in Fort Worth. You got the Mesquite Rodeo Arena. I think they do that every weekend. I don't know because I've never kept up with their schedule. Go over to Billy Bob's over there in Fort Worth. They have a rodeo inside the building. Small arena, but they've got a small one in there. Yeah, Mark, I think they are going to be a good buy. That's the main reason why I got them. And like I said, when I wound up seeing how bright they were, that's why I ordered 16 more. And I may wind up ordering. It depends. Once I get these 32 put up and everything, we'll see how bright and everything it is in the garage. And go off of that. See, how, like I said, see how bright and everything is. So if it's not bright enough, hey, not a problem. We can just go in there and get more.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Now, one thing I am having to do is the wires on the lights themselves. I've got one of them right here. The wire coming off. I mean, do this. The wire that's coming off of it, I think, is about a 20 gauge, something like that. So it's not that big.
Yeah, looks like it.
Right. But anyways, the wire that I'm running for the switch and everything is 16 gauge. I mean, I've even got, I needed to, I've actually got 14 gauge right here. So I've got 100 foot of red and 100 foot of black in 14 gauge. But what I'm saying, no, I don't need 14, 16 will work, and that just came in.
The wires, are you going to put in like tubing or anything?
What? Oh no, the wire itself is I got those wire clips and everything I bought from Harbor Freight.
Oh,
Let's see. Let's see if I can. Oh, no. See if I can find them. I remember. See if I noticed I got the box. Here it wasn't wire, it's cable. That's how they've got it on the package. There it is. So let me present, share screen. That's what I wound up getting. I got 2 of those.
Oh,
See, right. They're just nail-in kind. So I said, why not go and get, I got 2 of them. That way I got plenty of each one.
yeah, wire staples.
Kind of, but I mean, it only does one. And right now I'm using the 4mm. So it's the smallest one. And I'm using, of course, white on the positive and the black on the negative. Separate them out. But and then when it comes to the other wire, which is that double, instead of 2 separate, they were together. I'm actually have to step up to the next size up, which I think is 5/16. No, quarter inch. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the next size up?
Yeah, Spectrum here, they use those quite a lot for when they run cable.
Yeah, 3/16 is what it is. So I'm actually going. No, I'm actually going. For some of it, I'm actually using the 5/32, and then it went up to 3/16. So that's what I'm doing there. Yeah, like I said, Mark, I'm going to see how that does. You know, as far as having 32 of them up, if I feel that it's not enough, I'll buy more of them and put more of them up. Because I know I did the math. Let me see how my phone's doing. It is not wanting to charge at all.
And this flashlight I have here is 1500 lumens. If I turn it on, pretty much lights up the room.
I gotta get this other charger. That purple one is not wanting to work.
And this other one is 2500 lumens, and it really lights up everything.
Does it?
Oh, put it up here on the corner.
Hang on.
Yeah, it really lights up the room. And this way, you gotta make sure you don't put paper on the head because it will burn paper.
Hi, Susan. But anyways, like I was saying, I think all 32 of those lights, that battery, the charger just shut off, so that battery is fully charged now. That battery's ready to go out there and start being used. But no, I think it was like 22 amps total, and that was using all 32 batteries or 32 lights. Do I still have my calculator? No. All right. So each one is 8 watts. And I got 32 of them. Yeah, that's 256 watts. Okay. And in order to figure it out, you divide the watts times the voltage. That's 21 1/3 amps. Yeah, just a little over 21 amps is what all 32 lights are going to pull. So if I wanted to, double it to 64 lights, I'm only looking at what 40, a little bit over 42 amps total. That's not bad.
No.
No. But like I said, that's that's going to depend upon what how bright it is out there. I may like having 32. I may not. And the nice thing about it is, it's not going to be all that hard or difficult to add or subtract any. Yeah, and that's the thing, Mark, is I'll be able to put them up. It's not going to be all that hard to put them up. And consider the fact they're 12 volt, that's low voltage. I don't have to worry about getting shocked or killed or anything if I touch wires together.
It's like with me, I got some of those lights they had put on the rails, and times I thought of putting more up there, but problem with me is I don't have enough 12 volt AC adapters with the amperage to carry the load.
Right. And see, that's also another thing is that, I do plan on being out in that other garage. Kind of like, I'm right here, but I'm going to have some kind of heat source. I'll go get me another one of those diesel heaters to get that thing put in out there. Oh yeah, that's right. It runs off of 12 volts.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be a problem either. And I know I did the math on that, and I think they're 45 watts. So divided by 12, 3 3/4 amps. So it pulls. But 45 watts. That's no big deal.
Actually, a diesel heater, in the way you think about, it's kind of like a mini oil furnace.
Yeah. That's all it is. I mean, all it's doing is you've got the pump and everything. It's doing nothing more than taking the diesel, blowing it on a glow plug, and igniting it. And then you got a fan blowing across. That's it.
Yeah, it's what the oil furnace did. Here, the pump kick in to get the oil flowing, then the glow plug would go on and
Yep.
ignite the oil as it was being sprayed out.
Yep. And it's actually has Mark, I think Bear's the name of her dog.
Yeah, Bear's her dog's name.
But I mean, I know I did a video when I had to repair this one. I don't remember what it was. It was the fan motor and everything went out on it. And what's real funny is the company that actually supplied it, which is Vevor, they wouldn't sell me the parts. Okay? But I actually found the parts and everything online from somebody else and really cheap. I think I got everything, the pump motor, igniter, everything, gaskets, I think about 55, 60 bucks.
That ain't bad.
No. And I was able to get it, all put together myself and get it fixed. But that is something. I'm just curious how much.
Do you have to maintain it like yearly, whatever?
I mean, you're still going to have to do something with them.
Yeah, because the Van Life channel that I watch, he does this every year on a regular basis, replaces the glow plug and anything else that needs replacing.
Right. I
Just-
mean, yeah. I mean, there's going to be maintenance, everything. I mean, like here's one I'm looking here on Amazon. It's a smaller version than what that one is, but it says an all-in-one with remote control. It's showing for $120, but it's got a $25 coupon, so it'll drop it down below $100. There's another one. It's but it's one you have to basically build yourself and everything. 110 becomes a little bit bigger fuel tank. Now we'll get into the one that started everything. That's the H. Calori, and that's the one that's out of Germany, which is where everything started at. Yeah, it's $230, $25 coupon, but it's got Bluetooth set for the remote. Got another one on here for like $69. Like I say, it's going to be the one where you have to assemble everything.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing there is, yeah. Where some of these others, like the one that I've got, it's all in one. Like here's one, it's like 120. I found another one for 86. Chivbit, Chiebbit. It's probably just going to be another knockoff of like all the other ones. Because that's the whole thing is that when the patent and everything, there was the H. Calori, like I said, they're a German company, is where they started at. And I don't know how many years ago they started making them. The patent ran out on it. Yeah, we know all about that name, Mark. But yeah, so the patent ran out, so you started getting all these Chinese companies that started doing knockoffs and making them. Which, I mean, the one I got is Vivor, and that's Chinese knockoff.
Yeah.
For about half the price. Well, I know that, I said, get this battery here, get that hooked up and everything. I said, I don't know if I go with the 12 volt or go 24. Hey, Uncle Mark, how you doing?
Hi, Uncle Mark.
Oh. So Mother Nature done shaking her dandruff off up there, huh? Well, I'm glad I'm down here.
Yeah, it was snowing here today.
Hush. I don't want to hear that.
I had to go to Walmart and pick up my scripts. Actually, it was a rain snow mix.
Ooh. Yeah, Mother Nature's going, yeah, I'm just being that. Never mind. We probably won't see any of that kind of stuff till late January, probably early February. maybe. It's not usually until it's usually late January before it stuff wants to start coming down up here or down here, I should say. But Uncle Mark, I'm glad you're still staying safe for right now.
Alexa, tonight's weather.
Overnight, you can look for rain and snow, with temperatures around 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's too cold.
Yeah. Alexa, tomorrow's weather.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow. Look for snowy, rainy weather, with a high of 39 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 36 degrees.
Ugh.
No, that's going to be cold. I know I was watching the weather before, coming out here, and they actually said, yeah, we'll be in the 70s on Saturday.
Oh, sorry. Sorry if I set off anybody else's A.
Susan, Uncle Mark he's north of the border up there in Canada. He's up there where Sarah's at. Which I'm surprised she hadn't even come in yet. That's one thing. Usually she's in here and everything. There's a lot of people usually coming in on the chat and everything. Not here tonight. I mean, you see, no Bill Cameron. I haven't seen Ariel. Okay, see, I told you. As soon as we mentioned Sarah, she was going to be here.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Angela.
Yep. See, Angela's here. They're hearing, talking about them. So we start mentioning their names. Yeah, they're going to start popping in. And yes, sir, it won't be that much longer, and I'm going to be getting started on your little attitude adjustment. Because I'm trying to clear off all this right here, which has got to go out to the other garage, and I'll have room here to bring in the other item and get started on your little attitude adjustment. I got a special tool just for that. Yeah, it depends upon some of the Canadians. Eh? Because I know one thing that they do like, they like their Molson, was it Molson Golden? That beer from up there. Mark, hey, I'm going to be jumping in on that because I've got several unfinished projects I'm still trying to get finished.
What do you mean now?
And one of them is, one I got started on, trying to get that solar and everything, and lighting and everything out there in the other garage. Yeah, that's true about that, Uncle Mark. You can, if it's too cold, you can put on lots and lots of clothes. But when it's too hot, that's where you really get into it, because you can only take off and run around in just enough to still be legal. Well, about the only ones that they don't care about if they're running around naked is little kids, about 2 or 3 year olds. But when you get above a certain age, no, we don't want to see the guys out there running around naked. The women, on the other hand, we got no complaints on that. Now, unless it's a certain age, and yeah, then we might be complaining. But most of the time, I've never heard a guy complaining about seeing a woman running around naked. Of course, now there's probably a few women that probably like seeing guys running around naked, and I got a feeling Susan's probably one of those. Well, you can do it in your bedroom. I bet you don't have a key for that room. I bet you don't have a key for the bathroom. And damn mosquitoes still want to fly around out here. That's weird. I got this bug zapper and the mosquitoes don't go to it. But all the other bugs do. Yep, see? Susan, there you go. Like Uncle Mark says, just prop a chair up against it. He ain't coming in with that. Or put a chain on it. Yeah, you could do that. That'd be one way of doing it. Or you get one of those little alarms that when the door opens up, sets the little alarm and everything off. That way you know, uh-oh, I got a visitor. Get clothing on. But, you know, like I said, I know there's probably a lot of women out there that probably go, ooh, here's a guy running around with any clothes on. Ooh, I want pictures of that.
In fact, I should figure out where to put a spare key because one time I forgot my keys. I had to wait for my friend to come over because he had a key.
Nice, Uncle Mark. You know what? That's something I don't think.
Layla?
Oh. All right. You know what? I did not realize I am not subscribed to you, Uncle Mark. I am now. I thought I was.
Oh, Layla, not the slipper.
I thought I was. Everybody that comes in wants to, you know, support me and everything. I try and go out there and subscribe to their channel. Oh, and Uncle Mark, yeah, you missed it earlier. I had to take time off from work today to go to court because the city is wanting to complain about my mom's car, saying it's inoperable. Yeah, I know. We do all try to support each other. That's one thing I like about the YouTube community. But, yeah, they said, well, it's not registered and everything. So it's an inoperable vehicle. Yeah. That car it's my mom's car. It's titled and everything in her name. But since it's a 2004 Chrysler Sebring. Yeah, Chrysler Sebring. But like I said, because we don't have, the tags and everything, we're going to run out on it and everything. It's like no need to, redo it because not driving it, and everything. So we just let the tags and everything expire on it, took the insurance off of it, and parked it. Had my car, and of course, Tom had that 17 Ram, and then had two bikes. Oh, Mark, I'm going to do something better than that. I was actually going to see about getting it up and going again to have as a backup vehicle, and come to find the battery on it was bad. Okay, no problem. Spent $150 when I had it. Went over to Walmart, got another battery. The only problem is putting it back in. I got to jack the car up because it goes right in front of the left front tire, right there by the fender well. Wow, 2 inches of snow. That's 2 inches more than what I got here. But hey, I only got about 3-4 more minutes before I'm gonna be shutting things down. But no, I'm gonna make a video about it because the lady at court today was going, well, I just need a picture or some kind of video showing it's operable. It can move under its own power. Fine. I'll just make a video of it, put it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That way when I show back up, you got any video? Yep, you can go to my YouTube channel and see the video. And let them bring it up, and everything on their laptop.
Hi, Susan.
All right, Susan. Appreciate you coming in. Like I said, I'm fixing to shut it down anyways. I got to get in there and get a few things done before getting some sleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep Monday night because of the game. I was up till about 11:15. So I did not get a lot of sleep Monday night. But Yaga Mark, just wait. That video is going to be coming out probably see about working on it this weekend and getting a few other things done. But I got to go back in January. I got to take time off from work for getting that done. That's going to be a fun day.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear those things are fantastic when you got leaks somewhere. Question for you. You brought that up. I know that on my mom's car, she had the check engine light come on. It's for like code and everything was saying like for the gas cap. Oh, there's Patrick. How you doing? Appreciate you being here. But my question is, can you hook up that automotive smoke machine to the gas tank to find out if you've got any, say, any of the lines or anything like that with the hole in it? I'm wondering if that could be done.
What do you want?
All right. Well, it's sorry, come up on 8 o'clock. I do need to shut this down. That way I can get in there and get a few things done and I can get into bed.
Yeah.
So, since Arnie's the only one, since we usually don't have our normal person here going, so that's my impersonation of Bren. That's all you're going to get out of me. Arnie, you got any last final words?
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and hopefully don't get a lot of snow. I don't even know what's out there yet. I haven't looked recently. And other than that, believe in yourself, be kind, be yourself, be happy, be positive, and be creative.
And he'll probably be live tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll probably be live tomorrow.
And hopefully Renegades is feeling better. He'll be live Friday night. I know a lot of people go live on Friday nights. I got about, let's see, Renegade. I know Crystal goes live. John Wilburn goes live. Mark's or Tony's Hot Rod Garage goes live. Who else am I missing out there that I know about? Yeah, everybody. It seems like everybody and their brother likes going live on a Friday night. But anyways, I appreciate everybody's coming in on the chat tonight. Like I said, y'all stay safe. God bless, and I will catch y'all Monday. So, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.